So Moji has been sort of reworked in this update. Reworked is a bit of a strong word for it, but they've essentially put Spit Shine into the base kit, which I'm happy to see, that you now just have the 300 heal on your left click, regardless of the talent. And Spit Shine is now just the movement speed buff part, but more developed, which didn't go into the base kit, by the way. I should have mentioned that. But now you have to get 10 stacks, which I'm pretty sure is just a full mark. For 10% speed, 4 seconds, up to 3 times, they each expire individually. Then they've also nerfed the mark explosion radius down to 50 from 75, and Sparkle, even though it's not showing here, is supposedly down to a 50 heal. Support Moji was definitely a little bit too good for a little bit too long. I think they've nerfed it sort of appropriately and evened it out a little bit, which is one of my main complaints in the last Moji video. Jubilation and Ram Runner are still a little bit weird. The builds are the same though, and that's kind of the case with a lot of the reworks in this patch. Half of them, you really need to tweak the build and change stuff to make it more for how the character's been, altered. And other characters, even though Moji isn't a perfect example because her cards are all the same, the rework more so affects the way you're playing them or the talent selection. Well, they like their base kit and stuff. You get what I mean? Jump into game 1. Shouts out there to the Mako. We got a Genos, Vivian, and a Sky. TDM Magistrates has started off. This does make damage Moji obviously a little bit better, but she still has a lot of the same sort of issues. Again, it's more so pulling healer Moji down specifically and buffing the other ones up a tiny bit than like a complete fixing of Moji. And definitely more of a tweak than anything else is kind of the way to put it, and definitely more of a nerf depending on the scenario. I can't see too many where it's going to be massively better, but for the most part I think it will be tuned down a little bit, which I think makes sense because it definitely was too good in those matches where it was just kind of crazy. You can't really hybrid very much either, even if you are going for like a full healer setup, but definitely still Moji healing for very similar numbers. Even though the right click heal is down, they didn't update it in the description, so it is actually down in game. It's down to 50 instead of 75, so that's a pretty big nerf too. That's like a pretty hefty amount considering how much you spam the right click, comboed with the fact the detonation range is smaller. Yeah, definitely tuned down, so it's a rework in the opposite direction, even though the other ones I covered recently were sort of reworks in a positive direction. This one's kind of a rework in not really a negative direction, that's the wrong way to put it, but sort of like a nerf more than a buff, which the other ones I feel like definitely were, judging by how much I've seen the characters in game and stuff. We'll run over this where I get some more crowns. I'm playing a kind of jank, kind of slow, so I'm playing Moji Healer in a minute, trying to specifically cover the Genos a little bit, because I think if he gets quiet, it's just kind of gone. There's big heals on the Mako. You can still do the sort of thing where you sit behind and get like big team heals. You're, again, not doing anything really different than you were before. It's just kind of moved around the way you're doing it. I don't feel quick, even with Max Nimble. That F feels pretty damn slow, to be honest, even though it looks like I should be going quite quick because of the run animation. Heals on the Mako, I feel like you have to play kind of close to your team if you want to get the heals, whereas before you could stay quite far back, and because of the range on them, you'd actually get your self-heal kind of going, and now it doesn't feel like I have that, which is kind of annoying, and the thing I'm really picking up on here. Damage on the right click always feels kind of terrible, but the left click is still healing. It feels kind of laggy because of the service stuff. It's not anything to do with the changes, it's just feels kind of cooked. Whole team's gone. There's the F. I think I'm out too. The slow there was crazy. Jump down here, try and keep the Mako up. There's a heal. I'm gonna die, but there's a Q. Sure. Okay, somehow still up. Big self-heal maybe. What is going on in this fight? How am I not dead? Definitely kind of annoying that you have to land the fully charged hit to actually get the movement speed now, and yeah, doesn't feel that much different really, but yeah, feeling it kind of when I'm sat there spamming. I don't have my right click ready. What am I doing in this one? I don't know. I feel like I'm running out of meter a lot. I feel like I have healed for a ton. It's a TDM. It's kind of hectic. It doesn't feel like a TDM. It feels like an onslaught. Run down here, help with the Vivian. Let's just kill the Andro instead of trying to heal her first. This is cooked. Mako is going kind of hard though. I've got to give him props. Man's on an 18 streak, and I feel like he's been playing very, very aggressively. Vivian is gone. I was going to run in and try and help her, but I saw the Andro and the back and the Ram. Sky's fine. There we go. Big combos. Sure. There's a Q, the Venga heal, and the speed buff there is really, really noticeable. I imagine he's got some in the build to be going that fast, but just felt like before you could kind of throw that left click down and speed buff people at a range, which was kind of nice. Now you have to be kind of close and get the combo on people. Felt like before the speed buff was on the right click, even though it wasn't. I think that's just because of the way I was sort of playing Moji with F. I got the ultimate. Go ahead and pop it here on the Andro. Nice. Somehow saved that play. Heals on him here to get the self-heal. That was kind of a crazy Mako play, to be honest. Again, don't know how I've lived so much in these fights where I feel like I should have died 10 times over. Is that a defeat? I think it is because they were ahead. Yeah, kind of close. Definitely felt like I was nerfed after just playing one game with it there, though, which is very different from the others, like I said, which were either different or mostly better. This feels like different, mostly worse. Shouts out there to the Rom and also the Buck. Obviously, if you look at the other two talents, though, it is above, so it just depends on the way you're viewing it. We'll play one more game with the other talent, the one that gives you the heal around the F, and see how it is, because now you have the 300 heal on the left click, which should be kind of nice, although you don't have the speed, obviously. That's still linked to this talent, but yeah, we played well. Happy with that stat. Props to the team. Riku. Game 2, keep it going. Feel like I did pretty decent there though, and Mako and the Sky stars of the show for sure. Obviously we're going to have more damage because they had a Ram and everything, but from the start it looks like we kind of should have won it, aside from the Andrew who went kind of massive. Also want to point out, because I did kind of forget, a reason why this will just by default feel worse is anti-heal is scaling faster, so it's just going to feel worse even if it was the exact same. Not by a massive amount, but anti-heal is, yeah, stronger now than it was before. Bots, I haven't actually had a tool in my game so far, so I don't know how much different they actually are, but Strix, Fora, Fura, Eevee. Then for their side, Drogoz, Fura, Genos, Andrew, and Canessa. I feel like I've seen a lot of like the same 10-15 champions the past like handful of days. I don't know, but there are the full teams. That's a really high level Furia. So yeah, we'll go for Realm Runner. Jubilation could also work, but I want to focus is on heals and also kind of the shield setup, and we'll go for a Rejuvenate, which I forgot to get in that first one. It wouldn't have really mattered, I don't think, but yeah, I probably should have gone for Rejuvenate, and I don't know why I didn't. I still kind of have it as the old one when I'm playing as a healer in my head, but when I'm playing as a tank, I remember it's been changed. I don't know why that is, but trying to stick with the team, do the heals. We do have a heal extra on the F, which is kind of nice. It kind of gives us an extra way to do stuff, especially if people are going to run into it like that. We'll Q here and then pop an F just for the heal cloud. Don't feel like I should really try and save it for an escape. I should just try and mix it in as kind of like movement stuff. I could be wrong, that Jonas is on nothing. I was trying to get both of the heals. We got the Furia. Big heals into the Furia beam. Okay, there's an F. We'll push over this way. Heals on the Vora. Yep, she's fine. Definitely notice anti-heal is just generally stronger. Even at the start of a game, I don't think it's actually that different. Sort of trying to stack the F a little bit preemptively, like where people are going to be, and also, you know, just actual stacking the stacks on people a little bit early. There's a Q. Sure, big heal. Self-heal on it is actually kind of nice, which isn't that crazy, but it is giving a self-heal, which you don't normally have as much because of the way the range on the right-click, left-click combo works now, which I talked about in the first match. Actually kind of noticing it just for the self-heal might be the way to go instead of the new version of Spit Shine, because before, the 300 heal made it worth. I don't know if going for just a speed buff on it is, in most games, going to be the option instead of just a nice heal on the F. If you're going to go for full heal emoji. This is definitely the new full heal emoji talent, if you were to ask me. Anytime you use the F for anything, you're going to get that like heal. So if you're in like a team fight and you're not really going to get pushed, you do put yourself on like a 4-second kill timer pretty much where you can't use it, but that's a Drogo's ultimate. Can I outrun this? I don't know if I can. It's even going after me. Go over here, help out the Eevees in the ice block. There we go. That's the way you want to have somebody heal you up when you're trying to play her. I feel like I really can't out heal a flank on like a one person, especially if they're missing like a shot and we're getting like a few little bits of non-cauterize in there. It's just a massive with Max Rejuvenate. Max Rejuvenate is something I should have got in the first game for sure. I can't believe I didn't do it. Just imagine my stat was 30% higher if I'd have grabbed it in that first one, even though it wouldn't have been exactly that, obviously. I don't know how the interaction works with self-heal. Is it actually giving us extra healing on us as well with the F? I'm not sure how that works. I think it does, right? Because if you've got self-heal cards, I'm pretty sure it triggers on that too. So it's also keeping you alive as well. Yeah, the heal is definitely high. It's 52 a tick. I'm pretty sure it was 40 at the start of the game. So Rejuvenate is also buffing the self-heal on the F. Try to keep Furious. You got stuck on the wall. Okay, I feel like this game is taking forever. We're going to jump down here, get rid of the Genos. Sure, hello, Strix. Big heals to him. I'm stunned. Q, get out of the Q. F. Hello, Andro, just get rid of him. My voice is completely cooked, I'll tell you that much. I don't know how you're going to be able to pick it up on the video, but I can barely get my freaking vocal cords to work. We'll jump over this way. Heals on the Strix. That didn't really heal him there, but sure. Everybody's kind of up. I feel like I'm playing in slow-mo sometimes. Big heal. F for the area heal. Big heal again. Cauterize is so much stronger. I don't feel like it was ever that bad in a TDM. Man, I feel like I was getting like actual 10% heals there. We'll go for the ultimate, like on the Andro. Drogo's to counter him. That's actually pretty good. We'll go over this way. Q early. Heal down on the Vora. Okay, I think I might be dead. Genos was giving me. I probably should have tried to kill him there, actually. Got some more Chronos, which I suppose makes more sense if you're going for this talent because you can actually use your F a little bit to heal and stuff. Genos went for a cheeky ult there. We'll finish him off. You'll get your Q up more, you get your F up more. It definitely seems like the thing to go for Moji with the change. Trying to keep the Strix up. Yep, there we go. The Cauterize is just crazy, but the self-heal on the F is really, really nice. I noticed it a ton there, but there we go. There's a defeat. A different outcome than I was expecting for this video, but Moji isn't necessarily worse. She's just different. It really does feel like Rework. If you go for this talent, it feels like I've just shifted Moji into a slightly different version of Super Heal Moji. It's a little bit more awkward to play, maybe a little bit more difficult, but it feels maybe even more rewarding. You're not getting like the super big right-click, left-click combo where everybody is just like speed buffed and massive heals because the radius is smaller and all the other changes I went through, but yeah, it still feels pretty damn strong, just different. Which makes sense because it was definitely maybe a little bit too good before. Shouts out to the Jones, by the way. Nothing for me to really go through here at the end of the video or on the set. I think I did a pretty decent job of getting my thoughts out. A little bit more scuffed than normal, a little bit messy, but 2 TDMs is also a little bit weird for like a heal emoji video, but I definitely felt all the changes, whether it's Cauterize or the things they've done with Moji, so it has all kind of added up to her being different, which is the point. Definitely feels like more of a reasonable talent selection instead of it just being default Spit Shine like it was before, so it's probably healthy, even though again some people will like it, some people won't. I think Run is kind of the choice if you want to go full heal emoji, even though if you want to get max output, you are trading a little bit of like survivability or escapes and stuff. I'm sure you get what I mean, so that is where I'm going to leave it. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see me next, your thoughts on the Moji changes. I'll see you guys all, very, very soon. And as always, stay frosty.